Reading in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, if you want to follow along. It says, "Though I speak with the tongues of men and of angels and have not charity, I am become as sounding brass or a tinkling cymbal. And though I have the gift of prophecy and understand all mysteries and all knowledge, and though I have all faith so that I can remove mountains and have not charity, I am nothing. And though I bestow all my goods to feed the poor, and though I give my body to be burned, and have not charity, it profiteth me nothing. Charity suffereth long, and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself. It's not puffed up, does not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoken, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in truth, bearing all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. Charity never faileth. But whether there be prophecies, they shall fail. Whether there be tongues, they shall cease. Whether there be knowledge, it shall vanish away. For we know in part, and we know prophecy in part. But when that which is perfect is come, then that which is in part shall be done away. When I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. For now we see through a glass, darkly, but then face to face. Now I know in part, but then shall I know, even as also I am known. And now abideth faith, hope, charity, these three things, but the greatest of these is charity." I think it's very important, God talks about this a lot, and I think it's one of the most important things. This passage is actually talking to the church. If you look at it, it's Paul, and he's, you oftentimes hear about it in a marriage, and I think that this is the most important thing in a marriage, is loving one another, and that describes it all right there. But it's actually talking about the church, us as a church and as believers. If you have Christ in you, you need to love one another. 1 John 4. 7 and 8 says, "Beloved, let us love one another, for the love is of God. And every one that loveth is born of God, and knoweth God. He that loveth not knoweth not God, for God is love." If you don't know God, well, that's the first thing. You got to know the Lord. And I think, your love will reflect once you figure that out. I wrote this down. It says, when we stray from the source of love, it is impossible to be loving. And God is love. So draw close to the Lord, and you will want to love others the way He loves us.